What's up, friends and followers? Thanks for clicking. If you're new, I'm Cody. I'm a full-time artist. This is my studio, and I love painting, and I love using resin. I love mixing art forms. This is a part 2 of a 2-part video. The first one was just getting way too long, so I split it into 2. You don't have to watch first part first, but I will link it. Anyways, this video is glorious. This painting is glorious. One of my favorite projects I've ever worked on, and it's all done by this point. I'm recording this after the fact. Anyways, stick to the end. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. You've never seen anything like this. This is amazing. I'm super excited. Let's just jump right in. So obviously, I'm sure a lot of you guys didn't watch part 1. To give a quick recap, I was trying different things. Some worked, some didn't. This is a resin painting, which is essentially a type of art I've kind of invented. I'm sure other people do it as well. But I came up with it on my own, where it's a see-through canvas that I built myself from scratch using resin and a canvas and some plastic, all that kind of stuff. Built it myself. Essentially, I'm not just painting here. I'm building, then I'm painting, and then I'm pouring resin over the top to create a final piece that's really just different from other art you see. I've also been focusing recently on doing these masked paintings, and I'm really happy with pretty much all of them. Although if I had to have one complaint, I would say that my previous masked paintings weren't busy enough, and they were a little bit too basic. To kind of overcorrect the issue, I told myself I wanted to clutter this painting, but I had to clutter it without losing its balance. If you clutter it, meaning you put just way too much stuff in and it loses balance, it's gonna be distracting, the viewer's not gonna know what to look at, it's just gonna be an all-around confusing piece. But if you can put a lot of stuff and maintain balance, which is obviously very difficult to do, but then you give yourself a chance to have a very, very successful piece. And I'm actually, not to toot my own horn, but I'm actually pretty confident that I did that with this. The biggest reason I think I was able to do it was because of the background I created in part 1. The background is incredibly busy with the graffiti and the random bubble letters and the different designs and paint splatter and all of that. It's a lot going on. But my decision to keep it grayscale allows the mask to pop out in the center of the image with its bright turquoise and coral and sandy yellow, and just all the goodness in the mask pops off the screen while the background is still very busy as well, but it's not overly busy to the point where it distracts from the mask and takes away from the mask. I think I maintained the balance while also pushing myself, because you definitely would not say that this painting lacks a lot going on. It's very busy. And so I'm glad that I was able to push myself to the point where I was able to overcorrect my previous issues and get to a point where I think might be the perfect balance. Y'all, I'm so close to being done. I can just taste the finish line. Let's get to the end of the painting, do the resin, and finish up this project. Let's go, y'all. We're finally done with the painting portion of this project. Before we move to doing the final resin coats, I just have to re-sketch the ears and jawline and the person underneath the mask, because after all this painting and my hand rubbing on the canvas and everything, it just kind of flattened it out and made it a little dimmer than I want it to be, and I want it to be really obvious that there's a person underneath this mask even though the person's not painted. So let's do that, and then we'll move on to the final resin, and then the project is complete. Let's go. Back like I never left. Man, this project was amazing. One of my favorites I've ever worked on. Might be my favorite I've ever worked on. Love the final results. Without any further ado, let me show you guys the final results, and let's get up out of here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next Friday. Subscribe if you haven't. Leave a comment if you haven't. That'd be really cool. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace and love.